General Forster, Commander Cook reporting. Sir, I realize that there are pressing matters there on Earth that demand your attention, but I also understand what the chain of command means to every man who serves. And what I fail to understand is why you didn't inform me about these experimental weapons that were brought on board my boat. In fact, I believe that if it were up to you, I still wouldn't know anything about them. The only reason I do is because I pay attention to my crew. Master Sergeant Ryan was way too busy given his duty assignments. He should have been bored to tears, but he wasn't, so I started paying a little more attention to him, dropping in on him from time to time, just looking in to make sure everything was okay. I wouldn't say that I was suspicious of the Master Sergeant, quite the contrary. I was more really making sure that I didn't have anything to be suspicious of. But that didn't turn out to be the truth, now did it? I found him working on this in our science lab. Unfortunately for the sergeant, he was all too willing to tell me all about it. He even told me that you and some of my other superiors had instructed him not to inform me about it. Now, with all due respect, General, what the hell were you thinking? It's bad enough that you thought you could keep it a secret on a boat of this size. But that you would keep this from me, how the hell am I supposed to do my job if you're not going to tell me what's going on? I seem to remember several messages that I sent to your department where I requested weapons to be brought on board this ship. Sir, I insisted upon it. Any first-year cadet will tell you when you go into a situation with an unknown counterforce, self-defense becomes a primary objective. I went over it with them a dozen times and I was denied every single time. And then you do this? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. General. Will. You know me. We served together in Germany. Hell, our kids went to the same school. Our wives were good friends. So believe me when I tell you that it hurts me to ask you this. But what else are you keeping from me? Why bring these fancy new weapons on board? I know we can't use projectile weapons up here, but there's any number of energy weapons that's on the open market that we could have brought along instead of this. We don't even know if this works. And if it does, this thing is insane. If you have these on Earth, and I assume that you do you realize what kind of poison you're unleashing? You're going to try to make this about my ego, about my command. That's not it at all. It's about trust and integrity and honor, all of which are things that everyone in your department seems to be lacking. But I'll tell you one thing you don't seem to be lacking, and that's forgetfulness. Because you forget that we're all the way out here and we're all alone. And the only thing tying us to you and your desires is trust. And when it's gone, it's gone.